So we're in this fantastic passage three, which is really really interesting to most of the guys. I mean, if you really pay close attention to making the most of trends, passage three is actually talking about how overall the business works once everything, literally everything in terms of business keeps on developing. So yeah, I'm not actually gonna go and try to like kind of sound smart, but anyways, we're gonna try to deal with these fantastic kinds of questions. We have multiple choice questions. We have multiple choice questions that are really really easy, maybe, but not really that much. However, yeah, we will see what we can do. So in the what we're gonna do is we have first paragraph, we have the third paragraph, we have what point is made to Tesco's greener living program, and what does the writer suggest about Nike's strategy, and we will have original. What is original about ME2, and yeah. But what else? The thing you have to know in the passage three, most of the time, I mean, overall in reading, there are there are there are two authors. First is the original author. Original author is someone, a person that a person that kind of, let's say, made the article, or let's say wrote the article, and and is and is giving a message. Let's say, simply saying, giving a message. So the purpose of this article, this is actually an article. It is taken from a particular kind of, let's say, from someone, and I'm quite sure that happened. So, and then there is an examiner. That is an examiner. Um, the examiner has actually read it and made a question from it, from from of course the original author. Because since this is Cambridge number 13, you can actually refer to the very backside of the, I guess, the page. You will just see the sources. So once you understand the original idea, original idea, or also known as main idea, you will have a the success rate goes up. So yeah, that's what we have to do. Now, so in the first paragraph, most managers can identify the major trends of the day, but in the course of conducting research in a number of industries and working directly with companies, we have discovered that managers often fail to recognize the less obvious but profound ways these trends are influencing consumers' aspirations, attitudes, and behaviors. Okay. This is especially true of trends that managers view as peripheral to their core markets. Fail to spot the key consumer trends of the moment? No, it's not talking about the fail to spot the key consumer trends. It's not about that. So making the mistake of focusing, no, they're not making a mistake. They're failing to recognize. Um, Misinterpret market research? No, unaware of the significant impact that trends. All right, we have answer D, because the words. Of course, you also have on the other hand, we also forgot that you have the reading is always is equals vocabulary, and vocabulary is equals to matching paraphrase. That is that is just like 95% of the time. So because significant impact, we have significant impact, and I'm just gonna give this as number 27. So significant impact, we have profound, and trends have consumers' lives. So in the consumers' lives you take, you have aspirations, attitudes, and behaviors. And this is all related to lives. Now, many ignore trends in their innovation strategies or adapt a wait and see approach and let competitors take the lead. However, we have Coach, Tesco, Nike, and iToys. We just want to highlight that, and also saying you may use any letter more than once. So we have to. This is a classification. The classification comes in order, and we have some sentence endings as well. All right. If there are any trend related changes impacting your category, you should blah blah blah. All right, you'll see that. At a minimum, such responses mean missed profit opportunities. At the extreme, they can jeopardize a company by ceding to rivals the opportunity to transform the industry. The purpose of this article is twofold. Number one, to spur managers to think more expensively about how trends could engender new value propositions in their core markets, and to provide some high-level advice on how to make market research and product development personnel more adept at analyzing and exploiting trends. All right, pretty useless. Still we have third paragraph. One strategy known as infuse and augment is to design a product or service that retains most of the attributes and functions of existing products in the category, but adds others that address the needs and desires unleashed by a major trend. A case in point in the popular range of handbags, which the firm Coach created in response to the economic downturn in 2008. The Coach, so uh we have we have Poppy. Do we have Poppy here? No, we don't have. We have the Coach. So we have the Coach. Um, the Coach brand had been a symbol of opulence and luxury for nearly 70 years, and the most obvious reaction to the downturn would have been to lower prices. However, that would have risked cheapening the brand's image. So the brand's image means reputation. Instead, they initiated a consumer research project which revealed that customers were eager to lift themselves from the country out of tough times. Using these insights, Coach launched the lower priced poppy handbags, which were vibrant colors and looked more youthful and playful than conventional Coach products. And creating the sub brand allowed Coach to avert an across the board price cut. In contrast to many companies that responded to the recession by cutting prices, Coach saw the new consumer mindset as an opportunity for innovation and renewal. That's pretty obvious. So once the company pretty much met, I mean not met, but like faced an economic downturn, and instead of just actually lowering the prices for their product, they actually came up with a new idea, and they created a lower price poppy handbags. So follow that some of this follow what some of its competitors were doing. Obviously not. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna erase this part. So this is not correct. So maintain its prices throughout its range, safeguard its reputation as a manufacturer of luxury goods, modifying the. All right. So we have this. We have numbers. I mean, option C is the correct answer. Safeguard its reputation as a manufacturer of luxury goods. Luxury goods are vibrant colors that looked more youthful. And however, the other one is safeguard its reputation as a manufacturer. He launched the lower priced Bobby handbags. Maintained its prices throughout its range. No, it did not maintain any. It did not maintain. So modify the entire look of its brand to suit the economic climate. He did not modify the entire look of its brand because he said however, that would have risked cheapening the brand's image. Instead, he didn't do that. So we're going to remove option D. Now, if you pay attention to number 29, we can see that this one is probably going for this question number 28. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to give it a 28. So I'm just highlighting this as a small chunk so that you know where do we exactly start answering the question. So you just really, really have to know the exact point of the answer. So now, what else do we have? We have Tesco Greeners Living Program. A further example of this strategy was supermarket Tesco response to consumers' growing concerns about the environment. With that in mind, Tesco, one of the world's top 5 retailers, introduced its Greener Living Program, which demonstrates the company's commitment to protecting the environment by involving consumers in ways that produce tangible results. For example, okay, Tesco customers can accumulate points for such activities as reusing bags, recycling cans, and printer cartridges, and buying home insulation materials. Like points earned on regular purchases, these green points can be redeemed for cash. Tesco has not abandoned its traditional retail offering, but augmented its business with these innovations, thereby infusing its value proposition with a green streak or streak. All right. Um, so it did not ban. So like what it actually do is it's somehow saying that. it didn't kind of abandon its traditional retail offering. So it did not require Tesco to modify its core business, as I probably think. A, it succeeded in attracting a more eco-conscious clientele. No, its main aim was to raise consumers' awareness. No, that was not the aim. It was the first time that Tesco had implemented. Neither there's an information about that as well. So we have the only option, that is option number A. Now we have core business activities. Really easy to find. So um we have this part as the answer. Now we're gonna give this a 29. Now, what does the writer suggest about next strategy? A more radical strategy is combine and transcend. This entails combining the aspects of the product's existing value proposition with attributes addressing changes arising from a trend to create a novel experience, one that may land the company in an entirely new market space. At first glance, spending resources to incorporate elements of a seemingly irrelevant trend into one's course offering sounds like it's hardly worthwhile. Okay, so at a first glance, spending resources to incorporate elements of a seemingly irrelevant trend into one's course offering sounds like it's hardly worthwhile. That means pretty much not interesting. But consider Nike's move to integrate the digital revolution and its reputation for high performance athletic footwear. In 2006, they teamed up with technology company Apple to launch Nike Plus, a digital sports kit comprising a sensor that attaches to the running shoe and a wireless receiver that connects to the user's iPod. By combining Nike's original value proposition for amateur athletes with one for digital consumers, the Nike's Plus sports kit and a web interface moved the company from a focus on athletic apparel to a new plane of engagement with its customers. So yeah, that's probably every Apple consumer. I mean, not an Apple consumer, but an Apple user can relate to this. Of course, I don't really have that app. It's really hard to find that in our country. But anyways, we don't really need that. However, it was an extremely risk strategy at the time. It was a strategy that only a major company could afford. This type of strategy that would not be possible in the past. That was kind of a strategy which might appear to have few obvious benefits. Probably this one might appear to have some few obvious benefits, or at first glance, and hardly worthwhile. Pretty easy one to find out, honestly. So we have wait, where is it? So we have here it's diet and it ends over here. So I'm gonna give this a number 30. Now, many people, many watchers or many viewers may say you're just literally highlighting a whole text. And that is the idea. You cannot just, how to tell you, you cannot provide, or you cannot just tell your opinion to someone, to the reader, by just giving two sentences or three sentences. You just have to elaborate your sentence. You have to elaborate your idea, what you exactly want to supply to the people. In order for an idea to be understandable or to be understood by the reader, you have to clarify your point of view. And that's why most of the times, whenever you read, you just want to find the exact evidence in order to find the answer. With that being said, extremely risky strategy at the time. Nothing about that strategy that only a major company could afford to follow, and it was the type of strategy that would not have been possible in the past. There's nothing in terms of information for this. So yeah. Now, what was original about the ME2? So we have ME2 over here. Now, what I really want to consider about is also number 32 as well. It turned the notion. So it turned the notion that products have harmful effects on its own advantage. If there are any trend related changes, we have any trend related changes. We have trend related changes. All right. So I think everything follows the order. Now, a third approach known as counteract and reaffirm involves developing products or services that stress the values traditionally associated with the category in ways that allow consumers to oppose, or at least temporarily escape from, the aspects of trends they view as undesirable. A product that accomplished this is the ME2, a video game created by Canada's iToys. iToys, there we go. Now, Now we skipped the coach. I really want to find out if coach has said anything. Right. So we have Coach, Tesco, and Nike. It extended its offering by collaborating with another manufacturer. It implemented an incentive scheme to demonstrate its corporate social responsibility. Hmm. I don't know. Okay. This sounds pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Hmm. It responded to a growing lifestyle. So let's read the iToys for now. However, by reaffirming the toys category association with physical play, the ME2 counteracted some of the widely perceived negative impacts of the digital gaming devices. Like other handheld games, the device featured a host of exciting interactive games, a full-color LCD screen, and advanced 3D graphics. What it set apart was that it incorporated traditional physical components of children's play. It contained a pedometer. The ME2, introduced in mid 2008, catered to kids' huge desire to play video games while uh, countering the negatives such as associations with lack of exercise and obesity. Okay, the main aim here was to actually change the traditional way of gaming, and instead of sitting there and playing game and becoming obese, they just actually made it much more physically available. And so that's why I think it was handheld game that addressed people's concerns about. Uh, 31, I think. Number 31 probably um somehow somehow number 31 is telling me it is the answer number D. So it's like it took advantage of current trend of video games with colorful 3D graphic. It appealed to young people who were keen to improve their physical fitness. No, they were not. Of course, kids are not never keen to improve their physical fitness. Of course, they're already healthy enough. It contained technology that had been developed for the sports industry. No, nothing about that as well. So we got to remove that, and we're gonna come up by removing this as well. And the option is D. However, in terms of coach, I'm not really sure about the coach. Uh, what did coach say? Uh, coach, where's coach? We skipped coach. Economic downturn. It successfully avoided having to charge its customers less for its core product. Is it number 37 or not? It responded to growing. It discovered that customers had a positive attitude towards dealing with difficult circumstances. I don't know. Difficult circumstances, of course, are the economic downturn. So um, they initiated a consumer research project which revealed that customers were eager to lift themselves and the country out of tough times. Isn't it? Isn't that what they said? Mm. Instead, they initiated a consumer research project which revealed the country out of tough times. It discovered that customers had a positive attitude towards dealing with the difficult circumstances, and I think this is okay. Um, because dealing with difficult circumstances are like, and I can probably say this is the answer here. This is the answer, and I think this one is going to be number 30, 30, 30, 35. There you go. Now, Tesco. I'm not really sure. Did we read about Tesco? Yes, we did read about Tesco. Now, Tesco, what did Tesco say? Can accumulate points? Tesco, I think Tesco. What did you say, Tesco? Huh. The notion that its products could have harmful for to its own advantage. Um, by reaffirming, no. Further example of this strategy, Tesco had not abandoned its traditional Is there anything about Tesco more than that? We have ME2. We have ME2. No, we don't have ME2. We have Nike. Um, what did actually Nike say? Not sure. God damn it, the like Nike is so weird. Nike, Nike, and Nike actually came up with a program with an app. So, so like, what did they do? Um, right, entirely at first glance, part one, but considered life to integrate. So, so tech thing in 2006, they teamed up with a technology company. So they started the business collaboration, did they? Ah, there you go. See, Nike, because there we go. We found the answer. 2006, they teamed up with technology company Apple to launch Nike Plus, a digital sports kit comprising a sensor that attaches to the running shoe and a wireless receiver. Yes, finally. What is this? This is number 33. Okay. I'm gonna give this an underline. I'm gonna underline them so that we know how to navigate that. Now, however, we have read Coach, we have read Tesco, we have read Nike, and it's like iToys. What did exactly iToys make about? It's really interesting thing here. Um, oh my God, it's really. Okay, so by reforming the toys category association, like blah blah blah, what it set it apart was it incorporated the traditional physical component. No, I don't know. Like it responded to a growing lifestyle trend in an unrelated product sector. I think that 36 is also related to Nike, isn't it? Um, it's because consider Nike's move to integrate the digital revolutions into its reputation for high performance athletic footwear. In it responded to a growing lifestyle trend in an unrelated product sector. Unrelated product sector is technology, right? So that means consider Nike's moving to integrate the digital revolution into its reputation of for high performance athletic footwear. This is a Nike's radical strategy to combine and transcend, which means so probably Nike took an advantage to move their product into a new space in the market to appeal to immature athletes and digital consumers. Yeah, I think that is number 36 is Nike. Again, it successfully avoided having to charge its customers. That the answer is obvious. Coach. The or isn't is it not? Coach. They lowered the price. So they averted, allowed the coach to avert an across the board price cut. There you go. Like, charge so it's successful avoided having to charge its consumers less for its core products. No, it's of course um that is by coach because he didn't lower the price. He actually what did he did? He launched a lower priced puppy handbags. There you go. Uh Here we have number 28 and number 37. What else have we got? It implemented an incentive scheme to demonstrate its corporate social responsibility. Oh my God. Really? It implemented, I don't know who it turned the notion that its products could have harmful effects to its own advantage. Who said that? All right. Anyways, I'm not sure. Let's get a little bit more. Okay, number 38. 38. What we have as in terms of 38. If the trend relation changes. Okay. Once you have gained perspective on how trend-related changes in consumer opinions and behaviors impact in your category, you can determine which of our three innovation strategies to pursue. When your category basic value proposition continues to be meaningful for consumers influenced by the trend, the infuse and augment strategy will allow you to reinvigorate the category. So, once you have gained the perspective on how trend-related changes consumer opinions and behaviors impact on your category, you can determine which of three innovation strategies to pursue. And of these ones, are they're talking about the iToys, the Coach, and the Tesco stuff. Um, Employ a combination of strategies to maintain your consumer base. Identify the most appropriate innovation strategy to use. 38 is going to be the B. There we go, without a doubt. Uh, Emphasize your brand's national. No, nothing about that. So we're going to remove B here. Give that. There we go. I'm going to take that as well. Emphasize your brand's traditional. No. If a current trend highlights, if a current trend highlights a negative aspect of your category, you should. If analysis reveals an increasing disparity between your category and for a consumer's new focus, your innovations need to transcend the category to integrate the two worlds. Finally, okay, if aspects of the category clash with undesired outcomes with trends, such as associations with unhealthy lifestyles, there's an opportunity to counteract those changes by reaffirming the core values of a category. Traditional values. Emphasize your brand's traditional values with counteract and reaffirm strategy. Yes, we have C. Pretty obvious words like what is that? Undesirable outcomes, healthy lifestyles. Reaffirming here is pretty much reaffirming here is pretty much another answer for us here as well. So this is number 39. Um, so I'm gonna remove this one as well. Remove this one. Use the combine and transcend strategy to integrate with two worlds. Oh, if the consumer's new focus has an increasing lack of connection with your offering, should if analysis reveals an increasing disparity between your category and consumers' new focus, disparity, of course, lack of connection. Your innovations need to transcend that category to integrate the two worlds. Use the combine, use the combine and transcend. Employ a combination of strategies to maintain your consumer base. No, that is D. Whoops. Fine, look at that. We have done this. Now we're still stuck at these wonderful questions. It turns the notion that it's products. It turns the notion that it's products and blah blah blah. Oh my God, 32. What did you say? 32. Who said it? It turned out the notion is products. Oh my God. By reaffirming the toys category associated with physical play, ME2 counteracted some of the widely perceived negative impacts of the digital gaming devices. Oh, okay. All right, all right. So involves involves developing products or services that stress the values traditionally associated with the category in ways that allow consumers to oppose or at least temporarily escape from. Right? The aspects of trends they view as undesirable. Undesirable. Who said this? iToys. Thank you. This is another mistake. When you don't focus, you don't find the answer. It implemented an incentive scheme to demonstrate its corporate social responsibility. Finally, it implemented an incentive scheme. Who said that? Was it Coach? It implemented incest to demonstrate its corporate social responsibility. Uh, Hold on. Incentive scheme to demonstrate its corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility is concerns about the environment, right? Of course, they were like kind of acting maybe that they care about the environment as well. So they came up with a wonderful program. I mean, not a program, but a purchase. Once they purchase, they will have some sort of a button or whatsoever. I'm trying to use the big picture. I'm trying to imagine whatever they're saying, and I think that's probably going to be by Tesco. There's nothing other, as far as I remember, was the answer. So yeah, there you go, guys. We have finally finished and concluded passage number three. If you have any questions, something that I have not uh, clarified for you, you can, of course, leave a comment section. In the comment section below, you just leave a comment and literally send us a message, and I will be very, very happy to come up with a very prompt response to your request. Thank you very much once again for watching, you guys, and I will see you on the next episode.